Hi and welcome to this video walkthrough. Today I'm going to show you how easy it is to administer financial regulatory checks through WorkPro. So you're first going to log in as an administrator to the WorkPro platform, and this is where you're going to request and also administer each of the applications. So requesting a check, you can either send one request to one candidate or you can send a bulk request to many candidates. Entering the candidate's name and email address, background checks, and financial regulatory check. Once you've done that, you can then send the request to the candidate. The candidate will receive an email with instructions, details of what a financial regulatory check is, a live link, and a single-use token. If that task remains outstanding, WorkPro's platform automatically sends 3 reminders 3 days apart. So logging out, and I'm now going to quickly show you how a candidate administers or completes their application in the program. So the candidate's clicked on their email invitation, live link, and they're either signing up or they're logging into an existing WorkPro profile. They're entering the token, which is a single-use token contained in the email invitation, logging in, selecting background checks, and they're selecting financial regulatory check. Completing personal information, birth details and any addresses, selecting next, uploading a government issued photo ID, and you can see here the tick, selecting next, and they're agreeing to the terms and conditions and then electronically signing the application form. WorkPro is available on any device, so depending on the device, the platform will be optimized to suit. Once they've completed their application, the candidate is then submitting their application ready for processing. The application will also be stored in their digital profile, in this case against a status of in progress until the check has been completed. Once it's been completed, it will change to a status of finalised with the result and also the date that the application was completed. So then logging back into the platform, you've received an email letting you know that the application that the candidate's completed is ready to be processed if and when you choose to. So logging back into the platform, and you can see that the financial regulatory check here is ready for review. So selecting that, and you can see the candidate's name, their date of birth, their address history, and you can see the countries in which they have lived and which case that you need to process these financial regulatory checks. You can see the price here. If the candidate has lived in different countries, you'll also see that country and be able to select that country, and also has a cost associated with it, so you know exactly what your budget's going to be for this particular application. Selecting next. You're viewing the consent form, that it's been dated correctly and that it matches the government issued photo ID that's been uploaded. You can reject if there's any problems with it, in which case the candidate will receive an email inviting them to correct their errors and resubmitting their check. If all is in order, you're simply choosing submit to submit check for processing. One of WorkPro's specialist vetting team will open up each of the checks. They will also recheck, make sure that it's dated correctly, that the signature matches the application and the photo ID prior to processing it through to the database. Turnaround times depend on the country that you need the checks completed. Once the checks have been completed, if you've got multiple countries, they'll be returned as soon as the result has been returned from the database. So you don't need to be worried about waiting for a check in one country and then a check in another country before the check is finalised. Once the check's been finalised, you'll receive an email inviting you back into the dashboard to view the final result. A report is contained or is part of each finalised check, and each certificate is date and time stamped to provide a really robust method of auditing for you. That concludes today's video walkthrough. If you have any questions, please don't hesitate to reach out. 1300 number, 1300 975 776 or info@workpro.com.au.